in this world is my balls and my word. And I don't break them for no. You understand?
Welcome to BigKiz.com. You can now find us on Twitter. What's the Twitter handle, Abu?
Kiz Podcast.
Simple. For you simple-minded folks listening.
See, if I tweeted that, all right. So, see, this is what I mean by it, bro. See, we wouldn't get no followers if you tweeted that.
Which mean to the simple-minded.
Yeah, yeah, we'll lose out on a simple-minded audience.
You know, I don't think the simple-minded mind, because you know it's a great podcast. It's an entertaining podcast. If you listen to this podcast, it will make you great.
Yep, definitely. That is a definite disclaimer there, but try it out and see. I mean, we've had like a couple listeners come back to us saying they felt great after listening to this.
Yeah, that's actually the truth, you know. No, for real, you know.
Yeah, of course.
They got laid after women started being attracted to them. It was
financially, their life improved.
Financially, yeah, exactly.
I mean, forget the crypto advice we were giving, but yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, I've still made money on the crypto. But
actually,
long game. The problem is everyone wants to make money today, and you can't make money today. You can only make it tomorrow.
Exactly that. Yeah, Bitcoin has actually slowly creeped back up again. Hey.
Hold on. So today you didn't know what we were going to talk about, but I knew straight away, which is for whatever reason, something came into your possession recently. And you said that you had tried it out, and I'm interested actually to hear what was the outcome of that.
Oh, okay. Got you.
And this is kind of unbelievable because one, you didn't tell me you took it. It was our known associate who asked me, what happened there?
Oh crap! Yeah. Okay. All right. All right, so how do I even begin? Do I just feel where I got it from, or just the experience I had?
Well, it's like some transatlantic tale, isn't it? Some geezer from America or whatever brought some acid over, and via sort of international trading borders, it ended up in your possession.
Yeah. I think it spent a year in the fridge or freezer, sorry. And then, I managed to transport it all the way from Wales to East London. So, all right, I'll tell you how I took it. Where was I coming from? I think I'd just come back from my cousin's place, like late o'clock at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so this now it's coming back, where I was. So, my cousin stays in Greenwich. So, I took it on me, because in my head I was going to say, I'm going to take it when I get back to the yard. So, we're at his place. Just watching TV and stuff like.
So hold on, but let me ask. Yeah. Okay, is that what happened though?
What's that? What actually happened?
No, but what I mean is, why would you take it with you if you're going to take it back when you're home anyway?
Oh no! I had the inclinations I was going to take it at his place, but I didn't know if he was cool with it. You know how certain people you're like, do I tell this person that I do certain activities or I shouldn't? Yeah. So it's kind of like, but I decided not. No, I did decide to take it, right? But he didn't know. So we were watching music videos. When's the last time you actually watched a music video? Like latest nowadays? I feel like they're kind of going out of fashion.
Well, sometimes I look at what's like popular on YouTube or whatever, just to see what the pop music's like.
Yeah. I was watching. There's this song by Lil Nas X called Montero.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Quite an interesting video, to be fair.
Oh, like, I have seen these videos. Are a bit mental.
Yeah, if you're a strong Christian, you'd even call out blasphemy on the videos that he's producing. But that's another note. So anyway, so as I've got into my car, I've literally just popped the acid tab into my mouth, right? So
what, on the way home?
Yeah, on the way home. Yeah, so this is
Mate,
like 1 o'clock.
You are.
No, so my rationale was that it takes 40 minutes to kick in. By the time I got to my yard, things would be flipping amazing, right? So
how long would it take you to get home? Like
40, 30 minutes. So this is the interesting part. This is where it gets interesting, right? So my sat nav, it said actually 28 minutes, but I hit Blackwell Tunnel and I was so confused. there was a traffic jam going all the way from before the bridge. Like, it just went on for ages. Like, literally, I had to put my handbrake on and just be sat there.
Jesus, what? And you're about to start tripping. Jesus.
I didn't even
Christ.
think, that was the last thing in my mind. In my head, I was like, damn, where the hell is traffic coming? Because this was 1 o'clock in the morning, bro. Blackwell Tunnel. So anyways, we're just there, just waiting. And then finally, things speed up. Finally, I can put my foot down. We've gone past the tunnel. And this is where it starts to kick in. So I'd say I was at the tunnel for probably like 15 to 20 minutes. It's quite a long wait, but yeah, this whole journey from Blackwell Tunnel to my house it happened so quickly, man. So basically, the cars around me, so I'm driving in like the middle lane, they're slowly forming, like they're looking animated and stuff. So I'm like,
Shit.
yeah. And you'll never guess, there was one yellow car, I think it was like a Prius, right? And then all of a sudden, it was a white Prius, right? But all of a sudden it turned into like a yellow, those New York taxis, the yellow ones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I kid you not. And it was so animated and just driving past me in the third lane. So I'm like, okay, maybe I am tripping out. I'm driving.
But you freaking out, like, I'm not good with...
No, I wasn't freaking out. Because it wasn't an instant. It was very subtle. And then I start getting, like, flickering, like, lights. Like, everything becomes more vibrant. Like, the headlights in the street, on the motorway, like, they're more vibrant. I'm seeing, like, even when you drive Walthamstow, there's, like, this massive neon sign. Bro, best believe, man, it was just looking so, like, the aura, it seemed so vibrant more than anything. So I'm just like, whoa, this is one hell of a flipping drive home, man. So, yeah, that drive felt like 5 minutes. That's the crazy part. My perception of time, I don't know, maybe gone much quicker. Because before I knew, I was literally just parked outside my yard. So I chill, because at this point I'm really bugging, right? Like, and the thing is, on my street there's not a lot of lighting. So I'm sat in my car and I'm looking at my rear view mirror and I'm seeing things moving in the background.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So I was like, at first I thought, like, let me just chill in my car and let this trip go, yeah. But then I'm seeing things moving all over the gaff.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So you're thinking, let me get in the yard.
Let me get in the yard. Yeah, let me get in the yard. So boom, I sat down in the yard, and then I have a plant there, bro. Best believe this plant was breathing, like literally, it was just glowing. It was literally breathing. I was like, no. I rubbed my eyes together. I was like, nah, this thing's actually like literally moving in and out, and the leaves were just moving and stuff, right? And so I was like, damn. So I put on an episode of Rick and Morty, the latest one. So, because the season 5's out now on Channel 4.
Really? I ain't seen that.
Yeah, no, they've got like 4 episodes out now.
Oh shit, okay, yeah. You know what, let me just go cop that right now. That's what I'm doing this afternoon. Jeez.
Yeah. And then I'm watching it and their faces are so vivid. Like, Rick's face is like, you know how they talk about 3D? Like, bro, there's certain parts, it's like, I felt like these guys were almost coming out of the screen, but not quite. Like, if I'd focused enough, then I'd realize, no, they're not coming out of the screen. But it was just it wasn't too intense, but it was just, a lot of things just seemed odd, Like, I have like a whiteboard in my room. Like, the words, if I stared at them for too long, the words would move a little bit, but I could still read the words.
Okay.
If that makes sense, yeah. And then after that, I was like, you know what, this is at this point, it must have been like 3 a.m. I was like, let me hit the hay. And then, yeah, woke up the next morning perfectly fine. I know some people say that sometimes a trip can last longer than when you're, like, you could wake up and you could be still tripping, but that wasn't the case for me. Once I went to bed, I think everything returned back to normal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, but that was, it was a fun trip, like.
But how long did it last?
Oh, shit. I'd say 2 hours. 2 hours of intense.
2 hours.
Yeah. Because I even started having, as I got out of my car to get back into the yard, I was having premonitions. As in, I'd be walking down the street because there's a path leading up to my yard, right? And then all of a sudden, flash, I was in front of my front door. I was like, holy crap, how did I get here so quickly? What happened to that little 5-minute walk between my car and the front door? And then again, it happened again. I was in my room, sat down on a table. I'm like, whoa, that was the thing that got me the most. It was like a literally, I don't know, like a just instant flash and then bang, I'm in the future, you know? I guess that would help me so much if it's like, if I was having to do meetings and stuff.
Okay, so that's just creepy because you just literally cut out there for a second. I kid you not.
Yeah, did you? Yeah, same. You cut out for me also for like mid-sec.
Oh, okay. Then it's just some internet thing.
Okay. But yeah, it was just a flash. I wouldn't even call them flashbacks. They were flash forwards. Like I would just all of a sudden I'd be doing something else. That was the trippiest thing that I felt.
But that's just your perception, isn't it? But was it the same when you were driving then? You just like kept.
Yeah, like the driving felt like it told me it was a 30-minute drive, but it felt like 5 minutes. Like me seeing those animated cars and the bright lights, it happened so quickly. Like before I knew I was back at my house.
Okay.
Like so,
But what's nuts
yeah.
is you can't. This is the thing. Have you never felt like sometimes you're driving, but you're almost daydreaming at the same time?
Yeah, it was exactly that. Because I didn't feel like I'd driven. Yeah, I didn't feel like I'd driven that much, and I was already at the house.
But was it like bare lights or was it dark?
It was dark because obviously I was on the A12, but it was like the lights that I did see, like the headlights and other cars, like you know the brake lights of other cars, they were like much more bright, like a deep red, like glowing and stuff. Like every car I drove past had like an aura, like coming off of it, like a halo of some sense, man.
But it's only 2 hours, or did you just fall asleep?
I thought I fell asleep.
So you fell asleep.
Yeah.
So you were tired as well, like.
Yeah. But the trip didn't continue up until the next day. So when I woke up the next morning, everything, well, what I perceived to be pretty normal.
Oh, okay, like no visual hallucinations
Nah.
at that point. Okay, yeah.
No, it was definitely good trip. I wish I completely forgot about it. Literally, I didn't even mention it to you, man.
But so it sounds like it was still quite quick, just because you fell asleep.
Yeah. It was pretty quick. Yeah, it's not like the 8-hour trips where you find the answer to the universe and all that. No.
No, I think that stuff is like DMT and whatever. Like.
Oh, okay. Ayahuasca.
But also, yeah. But also, I reckon this stuff was somehow weakened, didn't it? Just from
potentially.
You know, from the time in the fridge and stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
Like, I imagine it would be more
But
powerful
I don't know.
and shit.
But I don't know. Do you reckon people have different tolerances to psychedelics or drugs in general? You know, how certain people, like for example, with COVID instance, like when people get sick, one person could be out for like a couple of days, another person could be out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I definitely think it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know, because when other people told me how they took acid, they were like, "Whoa, it was so amazing, squiggly lines, everything was so intense." But for myself, I don't want to say it was underwhelming, but from how other people talk about it, and this being my first time, I was like, okay, this is it. Maybe my mind is too strong. Maybe my mental faculties is just so on point that they don't like any distorted reality.
No, but you know what? Because I've always felt like that. Like sometimes it feels like it takes me a lot just to unwind, whatever. I think sometimes it's like stress or like a desire, like you need mental control or something. Like the need to control is greater than the need to submit to the trip or whatever. But I do think it was probably affected being in the freezer and shit, to be fair, mate. Like, that's my main consideration. But no, that was the thing I wanted to talk to you about. But the other thing I want to talk to you about, obviously, is this Messi thing, because I thought that was pretty big news.
Yeah, literally, when you actually broke the news to me. I was like, what? As soon as you sent me, Messi's leaving Barca, I had to went straight to Google and it's like official. Like, even today, the press conference has come through, talking about like he was willing to half his salary, and then it just fell through.
No, that was shocking. I do feel for Messi. I think he obviously did want to stay.
Yeah. And what's crazy, he also mentioned that he wanted to leave last season, at the back of last season, not this season past, but the season before. but then he changed his mind. He actually wanted to stay. So it's kind of, it's kind of sad in that aspect, man. To be fair, Barca, how they've been running the past 5 years has been so weird, man. Like with the way Suarez left, the purchase of like Coutinho, Dombele,
Yeah, the
Griezmann.
Coutinho purchase was so weird.
Not even the Griezmann purchase in my head was a bit weird. Also, like you sell Suarez. No, you let him go for free. In fact, you terminate his contract, and then you purchase Griezmann for like 100 mil.
And Griezmann's getting paid a lot of money as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And Griezmann's, that's it. No one else wants Griezmann. PSG don't
Exactly.
want Griezmann. Chelsea don't want Griezmann. He's
Yeah,
like a Sanchez when he went to United. And I think
it's
City
weird.
got Mahrez and got the better deal in the end.
Yeah, well, much better. Miles is amazing, mate. But it just shows, money talks, man. Like, I think I don't know the intricacies because you know how like the structure for Spanish clubs is different to what's it?
It's
to
like
English
a
club,
presidency.
Yeah,
It's a bit weird. Like no one owns the club; it's owned by fans and presidents and whatever.
Yeah, exactly that.
It's
But
a
from
bit
what I
funky.
understand, they were still taking on players when they fully knew well that they were in massive debt, and they just were like, no, we can keep this shit going.
Well, this is why FFP and shit is such bullshit because it's like
Yeah.
the Spanish tax authorities don't chase the bill because lots of people support Real Madrid and shit. You know,
Entirely.
so it was just it's just like a false position. Look at Rangers. Rangers went down to the bottom leagues and had to basically start from scratch again.
Yeah, exactly that. Nah, but what was I gonna say?
So it looks like he's destined now to go to PSG.
See, that's another thing. How are PSG coughing up this money? Didn't they spend like a ridiculous amount last season?
They can just print money.
So you could just print money.
They can literally just print money. Like they spent, how much did they spend on Neymar? Like 300 million.
No, 200 million, 220 million euros.
220 million euros. Messi's not even going to cost that in wages. And how much is that in PR? And think PSG are owned by Qatar, and it's about to be the World Cup.
What? Oh yeah, Qatar Airways. Okay.
So do you know what I mean? And you do some shit like, oh, Messi, we can promise you this much money for when you're playing, and we'll give you, if you're Qatar Airlines ambassador or whatever, for another 10 years, we can offer you another 2.5 million every year for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the dude's a like major superstar.
Damn. PSG, man. What do you reckon football's? That brings up to another subject. Do you reckon money's corrupted football entirely at this point? The whole outbreak of a Super League and even like Newcastle situations where owners own the club but don't spend money, don't put enough money into transfers. Like, where do you think it's headed, man?
I don't think Mike Ashley is a bad owner, really.
Ask a Newcastle fan.
Yeah, but Newcastle fan thinks they're like an Arsenal fan thinks they should be competing. Do you know what I mean?
No, but Newcastle were hard. Remember Dembaba, Papa Cisse, Kabay. Yo, they had a hard team at one point, bro. They were like not Champions League, Europa League. Like
No, but all those players got sold on and moved on and whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's difficult. Like he's trying to find a seller as well, and he's not asking for mega money.
Yeah.
Like,
Didn't it break down last season? Apparently, they got so excited. The consortium from Arab consortiums coming in to take over, and that went to bin. But yeah, I would like goes to the question: do you reckon money is actually spoiling football in a sense, man?
it's spoiling top level football.
Because think about it, the divide is going to be massive. Look at Man City. The divide is going to be massive between the top 4 or top 3 and the rest of the league.
Well, here's the funny thing though: in the Premier League, it's the most equal division of the monies. Like TV monies is more equal than Italy, France, Spain. That's why all the other clubs are still like. Look at Wolves and shit. They got good players.
Yeah, true. True. But what stops the Man City from just poaching them? Like, look at the Bundesliga, right? That is a boring league, man. Ever since Lewandowski left Dortmund, it's just been Bayern every single year.
No. You see, even the same with Juventus, isn't it? But who's to say it's not going to start happening here then as well with City?
That's
I think
exactly what I'm
they're
saying.
going to buy Grealish and Kane.
That's just unfair, man. That's unfair.
It is.
No,
it does get to the point where it is just kind of unfair, isn't it?
Because think of it. If you're a City academy player, you're thinking, yo, what am I wasting my time here for?
Well, look at Sancho. Sancho used to be City academy player.
Yeah, exactly. He had to leave. Well, he's the lucky bunch. But if you're a typical academy player, you're hoping I want to get into the first team. But at City, that's very unlikely because they just buy their positions. We need a goalkeeper. We'll buy a goalkeeper from this place. There's no homegrown talent, you know. And now football, people used to do football for the love of it, for the passion, right? I don't know so much now. It's more of like, I want to make my son Project Mbappe. Like when he becomes as good as Mbappe, I'll be rich, I'll be laughing, rather than I want my son to play for, I don't know, Lyon Orient, you know, and become a decent footballer.
Well, you know, let me ask you, how did your game go today? Because we postponed this a little bit.
Oh yeah, we got beat 4-1, unfortunately. But
Oh, okay.
But the other team, the thing is, we could have beat them. As the scoreline doesn't reflect how we played, man. Because we had a chance to score early within the first 2 minutes. Our striker fluffed. Our striker had like 4 golden opportunities and he fluffed his line entirely.
Is he not a great striker then?
You know what? He's lacking confidence, man. He's lacking confidence entirely. And he's not our main striker. Our main strikers, he's gone off to, funny enough, he's gone to Cardiff also for a stag do. So he's enjoying himself. But yeah, today, and also we tried this stuff about playing out from the back, you know, because everyone's doing it now. Yeah, and we chipped in like 2 goals from that. The keeper passed it to the defender wasn't ready. They nicked it, banged it into an empty goal. And that was the first goal.
Oh, okay, so it's just like growing pains as well, like.
Yeah.
And also,
entirely.
here's the thing: like, I used to play defender.
Yeah.
Defenders aren't the one you want to get most of the time. They're not the most comfortable with the ball on their feet.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
You just want them to hoof it, and you're like, cool, that's good enough.
No, like this is the thing. I can actually hit a good overhead pass. If you run into the space, I'll lift it and put it in the right place. But you know, I'm not going to beat a man. Do you know what I mean? If you're defending, you're not there to beat a man. You're there to play the simple pass, or kick it into space or whatever.
And also pressure, also, because what it is, centre backs, they don't like being pressured. Like if you press someone and got the ball, they'll pass it to someone in a hurry. The other person will pass it in a hurry, and then that's where the calamity leads to. It's the pressure and the panic.
And everyone thinks, you know, you're not like Spain.
Exactly.
You know, it's not Iniesta and Xavi there, like kicking it about.
Exactly that, man. But yeah,
so
but
4-1 is still like fairly tight. Do you know what I mean? It's not like
no.
score lines.
Oh, come on. How's that fairly? If you guys got
fairly
beat 4-1
tight in the
by any club,
sense. No, because you were saying like 2 playing from the back errors.
Yeah. So to be fair, the team we could have beaten, but it's just the scoreline doesn't reflect how we played, man.
No, of course. This is what I'm saying. Like at this kind of low level, the mistakes are even more costly.
Yeah. That's
because
true.
it's like if both teams are not very good, it just matters who makes the least mistakes.
Entirely,
you know?
man. They had 4 shots and they got 4 goals. That's another.
Oh,
stat,
really?
Yeah.
And let me ask, so what's the setup? Is it 11v11 on this or 7v7?
11v11.
Okay, so proper big size games.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Nah, because also I've been injured for like 5 months, so this is a good run around for me, like playing on the right wing, taking on the man, you know, doing my thing. I personally felt I played well. It's just, well, I'm on a losing team, so that speaks volumes.
Okay, so you were playing right wing.
Yeah. No goals coming down my side. I can take pride. No goals came down my left, down the right channel.
Oh, okay. But do you play on a full field and whatever?
Yeah, full field.
Jeez, I guess that's tiring as hell and shit.
It is, man. I had to support my fullback a lot of the time, man. Like so basically, that's another thing. Our fullback wasn't touch tight on their winger, So a lot of the times it was like the wingers in between me, the winger, and him, the fullback. So I can't go and press the other fullback because the winger's got plenty of space. So the fullback's sitting like, what's it called, zonal. There we go. Instead of man marking. So that was another issue that kind of stopped us playing football. But I think it's a new team. We got a couple new players. A couple players weren't there. Like our main striker wasn't there. So on a different day, it would be a different score. But yeah, it was good to have a run around. It was raining. I was pissing it also.
Oh, it was pissing it.
Oh wait, did we talk about? Wait, did it flood this week or was it 2 weeks ago? Where it flooded, like a flash flood, like a flash flood.
Oh, what, in London?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it took. Because I live near like a motorway, A406, right? And there was a car, yeah, that was submerged in water, like it was sinking, bro.
Oh,
like it was a
kidding.
write-off. No, it was crazy. Like when people say crazy, like cars, like what it was, because it's like a bridge that curves down, and at the bottom, I guess the drays must have filled up, and this Donny, it was an Audi, funny enough. He thought, you know what, fuck it. My cars was, I pay top dollar for an Audi. This shit better turn into a submarine. So he goes through it, yeah.
Oh, what? What Audi was this though? What size?
I think it must have been like an A3.
Oh, what a twat.
No, A5, no, it's like the Salon one, so that's an A5.
On A5?
Yeah.
Jeez, he's an idiot then.
Yeah.
Even the big one though, you think, oh, maybe I can get away with it, like it's a Land Rover, like the adverts.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Nah. Funny enough, there were two cars submerged. There was another car, but the only car I noticed was the Audi.
An A5, damn, what an idiot. And
the
what do
thing
you
is-
say to the insurance? Oh, I drove my car into a thing, like, you're just a mug.
Yeah. But yeah, that's yeah, today didn't rain too crazy. So it wasn't too bad.
That's
What's
funny.
it like in Dartford? Wait, you don't get flash floods?
No, not flash floods, but it has been like a bit wild, the weather this week.
Okay.
Like,
Even in Germany, didn't they have like
yeah,
floods
they did
also?
in Germany.
So
But you know, I'm telling you right now, like people aren't realizing when they global warming, all this stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
the planet's gonna survive. It's us humans. It's civilization. It's like when you've got a city of 5 million, all of a sudden underwater. That's when shit gets real.
Oh, so there'll finally be Atlantis. Because there's actually Atlantis, what you're saying.
But there won't be no Atlantis. Like it'll just be more like Sea World or whatever, Water World. Have you ever watched that movie?
No, I ain't seen that one. No.
Well, it's basically like sand or earth becomes worth like gold. It's worth its weight in gold,
Oh, damn.
and you're just like sailing the seas and shit, and that's it. You just live your life on a boat type thing.
What, basically Mad Max, but on the ocean?
Yeah, exactly. Basically, just an ocean Mad Max, mate. I'm telling you, it's coming. I'm not even kidding you. Like, lots of populated places are going to end up underwater, and it's going to go fucking mental. And
They did say that about the Maldives by 2050, they could be submerged.
Really, yeah, that's not
Yeah.
long, man. 2050.
Yeah, that is not long. Damn.
You know, and Maldives are beautiful. Like, I've never got to holiday in the Maldives.
Oh, cool.
Or, do you know what I mean? Like, if you became a billionaire, like, bone a Victoria's Secret model in the Maldives, like,
Damn.
you won't be able to do it no more. you
You have to go to somewhere like Hawaii.
Yeah, no, well, that's the problem. There won't even be luxury resorts for you to go. They'll just be
Yeah.
like, do you know what I mean? You have to deal with like a infinity pool and a skyscraper or whatever.
What happened to the Roman civilization? How did that go kaput?
So basically, in terms of civilization, it just broke down into city-states again,
Okay.
rather than a big like central Roman empire.
Okay. Was that kind of its downfall?
Well, yeah, that's when it kind of stopped being the Roman Empire or whatever.
So what did other countries start gaining their own sovereignty over that? Like, for example, what made
It wasn't
'Cause
necessarily own sovereignty. It was like there were different camps in Italy, like different families and who had power over local areas. Like, oh, I'm the Duke of Florence or whatever, sort of like England. If you see what I'm saying, like kings and queens and princes and all this sort of bollocks.
So it kind of lost its unity. So it lost like the great empire of like taking over stuff.
Rome was huge if you think about it. Like for a while.
Yeah. Well, what came after that? Isn't that the latest?
Well, it kind of went into that kind of. This is what I'm saying. Is like it went through the Dark Ages, the medieval period, whatever. But it was that kind of. Like you had like the rise of aristocracy and landed gentry and tradesmen and shit becoming wealthy.
Oh,
like
so
it wasn't just old money. It wasn't just aristocracy making money anymore.
Okay.
Or controlling shit. So you have that, like you have a change in the economics arrangement of society and whatever. Because even for example, like think about public transport and shit. Now you don't need to live so close to where you need to work. Like cars and shit.
Trains.
You know, think about England's still a small country, and you drive a few hours away, and people have completely different accents. It's not America. It shouldn't be like the difference between like Texas and New York or whatever, where it's like a million miles away. You know. But you literally drive 2 hours to Birmingham and people got a completely different accent.
Yeah, just go to Dagenham. You alright, mate? How's it going, mate? Lovely jubbly. It was chock-a-block the other day.
You sound like the dude out of Mary Poppins.
Oh, Mary Poppins. Oh, can you actually say the word superfagilistic? That's something I can never say.
No, I can't say that, man.
You can't say it either, yeah.
Can you? You know what? There we got to ask the listeners now. If you can say it and you need to prove it, you got to send us a voice message, bigkiz.com.
Oh, that was a good segue there, Brian. That's good, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I think it's a good. I think it's a challenge to our listeners. And look at that, you got 5-0 after you as well.
What's that? You said you got five what?
Yeah, because there was police coming behind you.
Oh yeah, this is
sirens,
isn't it? Yeah.
This is Chingford, yeah. Like
mate.
it's Sparta. This is Sparta. This is Chingford.
No, honest. The craziest thing happened the other day, right? Because I now live on the main road, right?
Yeah,
so,
but hold on, wrap up after this.
Yeah, cool. There's a quick story, right? So, it must have been like 5 o'clock in the morning, right? And because you live in the main road,
what's up with you? Like you're just always up, whatever mad hour.
No, this wasn't my fault. This was some geezer on the street, right? So on the main road, I opened my curtain. And it's just this guy lying in the middle of a road, right? And there's a bus coming. No, I'm not kidding you, bro. Like, he's wearing like a denim shirt, unbuttoned with his chest out. He's just lying on the road, right? And so I'm looking at this window, I'm like, yo, what's going on? And so a car drives up, and obviously this car can't run him over. So they scream, get out of the car, get out of the way, right? And there's this random woman standing also. She's telling the man, come to the side. And this guy, he's got a cigarette out now. He's like, I don't care. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? So this he started beeping now, and I could see other people on the other side of my street just like looking in and seeing what the commotion's about. So he's sat up and he's no longer lying down, he's sat in the middle of the road. The guy's got out of the car and he's like, come on, mate, let me help you to the side of the road, right? He's now more compassionate because he's like, yo, this is the thing I'm going to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
So they take it to the side of the road,
this
right?
Dude's bonkers.
Yeah, honestly. They take him down to the side of the road. Even the woman who was also there helped him. She's talking to him. This guy jumps back in his car and drives off, right? So I'm like, cool, that's the end of the commotion, right? I go back to bed. I don't even get back out. I go back to bed, yeah, and then I hear like another person shouting, get out of the way, get out of the car. In my head, I'm thinking, yeah, this guy's gone back straight. He's going straight back into the road. And I was like, no, I don't need this, man. I just need some sleep. Yeah, this
dude's taking the piss.
Yeah, But when I woke up, he was gone. But I don't know how long that commotion went on for.
Jeez. So how did you not hear that though? Like, did you put earplugs in or something?
No, I just closed my eyes really tight and just counted to 10, and then bam, I was asleep. I could fall asleep very easily. That's why I'm
Oh,
always,
that's a skill.
well, that's why I'm late to work a lot of the time. No, it's not. It's actually an unhelpful school because let's say your alarm goes off, right, and you're like, let me just sleep for 10 minutes. Bang, it's already 8:30. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, but trust me, it's
So
better
it's
to
not
have the
necessary.
rest and to run than to not have the rest. Let me tell you, sometimes I can't get sleep. It's awful. Like,
Stop taking coffee, mate.
no, it's not even coffee.
Keep saying.
Even it's not even coffee. Trust me. Like, but well, thank you for
Caramel
ending it with that story there of a
Yeah, no problem,
crackhead who kept you up.
Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying.
To get you sleep, try caramel tea, Brian, man. That also helps. I've heard that helps. Caramel tea.
I will try it and report back then next week.
Yeah. Just remember to wake up though.
Yeah, I will. BigKiz.com. Do you want to wrap it up for us?
Oh yeah, this has been a good chat. Talked about quite a things. You know, the mind is such a beautiful thing. You know, it could make whatever you believe can be conceived. You know, whether you using like enhancing drugs to get you to that place, but the mind is a place of great wonders. And yeah, I'm just chatting on my ass right now, man. Don't do drugs, kids. And yeah, this has been Big Kiz.
BigKiz.com, bitch.